Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries, right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shocked the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. But I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Looking to throw right away. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Second down now, they need 7. The kick comes out wide. He's hit just before he can pick up that first. So third and short coming up from the 33.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Gonna keep this one and go. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop it at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Now Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now Darnold off the play action. To the left, he's got a roll. And he'll cross the 50 in
action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. They motion the tight end over. There he is on third and short. He gets it to Fant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Menu narration set to 100.
Yards. First down.
The numbers
Seattle.
are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. First and 10 now at the 29. Throwing out to the left, caught! And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give up the gut to Walker. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
At the 4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
For yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Walker crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Antonio Gibson now to return it.
Antonio Gibson.
So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
His first throw in the Super Bowl is intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And they're going to score. It's a pick six for Seattle. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Patriots nothing. Jason Myers.
Well,
to
Brock,
kick
hopefully
off
some
for
short
Seattle.
memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's Javon Baker on the return. He stopped on the run back at the
Patriots
27.
take over first
The
and
Patriots
10
offense headed
at
out for their
own
second drive of the
27-yard
game.
line.
And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
Now May coming off that pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for second down.
7 yards.
When they were in their defensive
It's
meetings this
second
week, that's
down.
exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Operating from the gun, here's May. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne.
Pass.
And it's a nice
Complete
gain,
to
but still
Kendrick
not enough
Bourne.
for the first.
12 yards on
Well, that
the
is
play.
pretty darn
Leads
impeccable
to
timing
3rd
between the
and
two. To hit a
5.
curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's May. That one complete to Diggs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Our score, 14-0. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit
Base
knocks it
pass.
free, incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs.
Ball and defender arrived at the
Incomplete.
exact same time there.
It's
So second down
and
coming
10.
up.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
To the air yet again, May. Running a screen for Stevenson. He has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get
It's
us
a
to
gain of
3rd
5.
down so we can have a chance to get off the
Brings
field.
up 3rd and
And that was a
5.
good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing again. It's May. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Intended for
The numbers
Hunter
tell us
Henry.
pretty clearly, you get to
Incomplete.
3rd and long, extra long,
Sets
it's
up
really hard to
4th
stay on.
He has it at the 13. And he's going to get a modest amount on that
Torrey
return before he
Horton
ends up
on
out of
the
bounds.
return. The
The
take
Seahawks
over
start headed
1st
out,
and
and we'll
10
see Kenneth
at their
Walker.
own 22-yard
They're up 2
line.
touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, and a massive sack on 1st down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And his perfect start is over.
Darnold's
And that's the first
pass
one of his throws to wind up
intended for
incomplete.
Cooper Kupp. incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Third and long for him here. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points, and their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine, because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. That's taken at the 15. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Patriots offense all set to go. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling.
32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Big gain, has them across the 40. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Hits him on the out route. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
A gain of 4.
Hey, Kay, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here's made of the air. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Intended for Hunter
this
Henry.
One misses the tight end. And that makes it 3rd down.
On the
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
May now on 3rd down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Seahawks with Torrey Horton back deep to return this. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Darnold. Connects on the crosser. And this is going to take him up and across
pass.
midfield there at the opposing 45.
11,
So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down,
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. And he's not quite that
Darnold's
fast.
pass.
Let him just a bit too
Intended
much.
for
That's
Cooper
incomplete.
Kupp. Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches
It's
on
now
every
2nd and
practice
10.
field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Darnold to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Catch made underneath by the back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
They come through with a nice
And
gain
the
of 10 and a
Seahawks,
first down.
First down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
From the red zone on first. He can run it. Has some room to work. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown.
Keeper.
The
Touchdown,
Seahawks
Seattle.
boat racing them to the halftime locker room. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an
Jason Myers
avenue to
for the
run it
extra
to.
point.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing
kick
game, the
is good.
efficiency has never been better.
Makes the
But then when you
score
do cover it up,
Seahawks 21,
you got guys like this
Patriots
who can
2.
scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Jason
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Seattle.
On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The New England offense running out now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. May now from the gun. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
16 yards.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3.
First down.
They'll have 2 left to work with
First
before
and 10
halftime.
at the 43-yard line.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down, May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Henry.
It arrived as the
Incomplete.
ball did to break things
It
up.
leads to second
And that'll
and
bring up
10.
2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's
A
2nd.
loss of 6
And they still have 1 in their pocket
And
for
it's
what's left of this
3rd
half.
down.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. May. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Bryce Baringer on now to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. That is caught. This is Fant working downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that is 2 quarters in the books here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. On the return, here's Gibson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Stevenson. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The ball carrier.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
On the scramble.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Stevenson. And he stopped. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Here's Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Darnold now to throw. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Running with Walker again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
The Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. From the gun, Darnold. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle!
Touchdown,
The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That
one splits the uprights.
Patriots 2.
And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
On the return, this is Baker. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. First call here coming from the shotgun. Quick throw completed by May. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's May. Look at that power, deep left side. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Seahawks will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And the turnover puts them right back out there, just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Works his way to the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
Walker on first down. And they stop him just in time. He's at the 4. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Kid, that's called not settling. Explosive play to begin the drive, and you just pay it off with another one, and now you put yourself in great position to score.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again.
38, Patriots 2.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the
The Patriots running their offense out there. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Brought in, a big gain here for Diggs. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
that one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. Man, that's a New England first down.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect of your teammates. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Back to the air. It's May. Bell on the catch. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Hard to believe, but just one quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Patriots football, and if they want a record 7th title, they need to get things back to level. Third down, 1 yard to go. Running for it with Stevenson. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
He was taken down.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Stevenson with another carry. And forget this first down. He's met as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Staying with Walker. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Made a throw it. Oh, it put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. That quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Running a screen for Stevenson. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down, because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Again, it's May. That's completed right side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a New England 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. He got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. May now from the gun. He'll get this to Henry. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Stevenson. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go again with Stevenson. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Made out a throw on third. Catch made. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. Well, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots cut into the lead by another point.
Seahawks 38, Patriots 9.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
To kick off for New England.
Sims now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The
Seahawks offense running out now. And we'll see if those 3 timeouts get used defensively, Brock, but this one is over either way. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Walker, the ball carrier.
Even if it doesn't get the first down, you can't be mad about that play offensively. The sweep was executed really well. They won the race to the edge and it netted a solid gain.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a 2nd time. It isn't just that they are Super Bowl champions, Brock. It's also about how they got there. A dominating win.
Strengths of this team to not just win it all, but to make a statement. Do so in a way that you're not supposed to do in a Super Bowl. This is meant to be your toughest fight, an all-out battle for every yard and every inch and every point. And instead, well, with the league's 2 best teams in the building, we saw one team truly in a class of their own.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and my